Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
This is where we really like to get into the details, pull things apart based on what you listeners point us towards.
Exactly. And today, we're zoning in on the VW e-up.
Right. And our source for this deep dive is the VW EUP Owners Club section, specifically on the vwownersclub.co.uk website.
That's the one, vwownersclub.co.uk. It's kind of the hub.
And it's part of this much bigger VW Owners Club, isn't it? Like massive numbers.
Oh, yeah. Huge. The whole club's got something like 670,000 members. It's vast.
Wow. So the e-up section is like a dedicated corner within that.
Precisely. It bills itself as, the premier community for this specific EV. It's all about bringing those owners together.
Makes sense. And what's the vibe they're putting out about the e-up itself? What are they highlighting?
Well, the obvious stuff, first, eco-friendly, efficient. That's kind of the baseline for an EV, right?
Sure, yeah.
But they also really push its urban versatility, being compact, easy to park, great for city driving.
Okay, so practical city car.
Yeah, but also style and comfort, surprisingly perhaps for its size. They make a point of that too.
So the club itself, what's its main goal? Is it for newbies, experienced owners, or?
Seems like both, really. They aim to provide support, tips, inspiration, basically a helping hand, whether you're just getting into EVs with an e-up or you've been driving one for a while.
Gotcha. So let's dive into the actual club resources on vwownersclub.co.uk. What kind of stuff can you, the listener, actually find there?
Okay, well, there's quite a bit. They cover maintenance advice, which is always useful.
Specific to the e-up, presumably.
Yeah, exactly. Things owners have run into. Then there are charging tips. That's a big one for any EV owner.
Definitely, like best practices, maybe?
Right, and discussions on sustainable driving practices, too, how to get the most range, that kind of thing.
And are people sharing their own stories? Like how they actually use the car?
Absolutely. That's a core part of it. You see lots of owner experiences being shared, daily commutes, the regular grind, but also longer road trips. People sharing how they're managed, what the range was like in reality, proving it's maybe more adaptable than you'd first think.
That's valuable stuff. Hearing it from actual users, not just the brochure.
Totally. It demonstrates the car's adaptability, like I said, and it builds that community feel.
So it's really about connecting with people who are, passionate about the same thing. Reducing their footprint, enjoying electric driving.
Yeah, that's the heart of it, connecting with like-minded folks. The site really encourages you to join, connect, swap ideas, and kind of champion sustainable transport together.
Okay. Now, I saw something mentioned called the Dub Book. What's that about?
Ah, right, the Dub Book. It's basically the VW Owners Club's own social media platform.
Oh, interesting. Like separate from Facebook and all that.
Exactly. It's pitched as a place for VW enthusiasts exclusively, to share things like road trips, maybe restoration projects, meetups.
Without algorithms and ads getting in the way.
That's the idea. A more focused space, maybe less noise. And crucially, there's a specific link to the e-up section within the Dub Book.
So e-up owners can find each other easily, even within that platform.
Yep. Kind of layers of community, but if you prefer the mainstream stuff...
There's Facebook, too.
Yeah, they have a dedicated Facebook community as well, the VW EUP Owners Club group.
And is that active? Does it have many members?
It does, actually. Quite significant. Last time I checked, it was around 4,000 members.
4,000, okay, that's a decent size. Shows there's definitely interest there.
For sure. So you've got options, the main site, Dub Book, Facebook. Depends how you like to connect.
Beyond the forums and chat, are there other tangible benefits mentioned for joining the wider VW Owners Club? I think I saw something about insurance.
You did. Yeah, they list specialist car insurance as an exclusive benefit. It says members might get 10% off.
Okay, that's a nice little perk. Part of being in the big 670,000 member club, I guess.
Right, and that scale probably helps with other things too. They mention a parts category.
That could be really useful. Finding bits for your car.
Definitely. Leveraging that huge community. Someone somewhere has probably dealt with the same issue or knows where to source a tricky part. That network effect.
Yeah, tapping into that collective knowledge. Makes sense.
So you get the tools, the community, the support. It's quite comprehensive when you look at the whole VW Owners Club offering.
And on the main site, vwownersclub.co.uk, there are other sections too, right? Like blogs and products.
Yeah, the blog section probably has articles, maybe news relevant to VWs, scene updates.
General interest stuff.
Exactly. And products could be merchandise, accessories, that sort of thing. It all helps build that ecosystem around the brand and the club.
So if someone's listening now, maybe they've got an e-up or they're thinking about it and they want to join this community. How do they actually do it?
Pretty straightforward, actually. On the e-up section of the website, there's a big Join Here button. Can't miss it.
Okay.
Plus, direct links to the Facebook group we mentioned.
The 4,000 member one.
Yep. And also a WhatsApp link, maybe for more instant chat or updates, and an email contact too. Lots of doors in.
So they make it easy. And joining the main VW Owners Club, that's free, right? And it unlocks other stuff.
That's right, free membership. And it gets you those other benefits we touched on, potential discounts on VW merch, maybe early bird info on events, insider updates. It adds a bit more value beyond just the specific e-up community.
Cool. So it really sounds like the VW EUP Owners Club, hosted on vwownersclub.co.uk, is, a pretty solid resource.
Yeah, I'd say so. More than just a page on a website. It's clearly an active hub.
A place for owners to connect, share real-world info, get help.
Yeah.
Makes the whole EV ownership thing feel a bit more shared, maybe.
Definitely. It shows the power of community, especially around these newer technologies. Sharing knowledge, solving problems together. It's good stuff.
Well, that really was a good deep dive into that specific corner of the VW world. Thanks for breaking that down.
No problem at all. Glad to.
Thank you for listening. For more deep dives about the VW eUp Owners Club, scene news, VW events, and more, make sure to subscribe.